They continue right now under Steve's Paint Supply camera here in southwest Colorado Springs. Storm Tracker 13 Chief Meteorologist Mary Matthews here with a check on another day of warm temperatures, but maybe one of the few remaining days, at least this week, before some changes.
Yeah, we have one more day, Bart, where it's going to be pretty warm and a little breezy. Saturday's still going to be mild and mostly comfortable. It's just going to be downright breezy as we move through the weekend, especially windy on Saturday before that cool air really comes in on Sunday. Right now, the first few signs of that system pushing in some moisture across parts of the Intermountain West. So a nice little moisture surge with that trough coming in, and that is going to lead to some high elevation mountain snow for us as we move through really Friday and Friday afternoon. But it's also going to come with quite the cool down. You can see this vigorous trough dipping across the Intermountain West, kind of a jet stream dip. And we always say this time of year, yeah, the jet stream retreats into parts of the Canadian provinces during the summer months. So as we move through the fall and winter, we get more of the jet stream dip across the continental U.S. And I always like to say it's kind of like opening the front door to a refrigerator or a freezer. It just kind of allows that cooler air that stays locked up towards the poles to spill in across most of the country. So that is going to take place. Now, it's not going to be freezing conditions, but just an analogy there. It's just going to come with some cooler air, especially by Saturday. We'll start to notice those breezes really picking up out of the west-southwest because we're still going to be in the warm sector of this system. Notice here the satellite and radar starting to show some of the moisture pushing in across the Intermountain West, and not in the form of really high elevation mountain snow just yet. But look at the clouds increasing across the western slope right now. A lot of this moisture will continue to really usher in overnight tonight and materialize to some snow for the central mountains and even parts of the San Juans as we move through tomorrow afternoon. That is what the Futurecast is going to show you here. But look at this, pockets of sunshine as we wake up tomorrow morning in the Palmer Divide in the Pikes Peak region and even across parts of the eastern plains. But we cloud up pretty quickly tomorrow afternoon. So expect periods of sun, periods of clouds tomorrow afternoon, and some breezy southwest winds and temperatures well into the 70s to low 80s. You can see some of the moisture really starting to materialize across parts of Crested Butte, Vail, Aspen with valley rain and high elevation mountain snow. It's going to be a very wet snow for elevations above 10,000 feet, but we are going to get some light to moderate accumulations in a general 2 to 4 inch range, higher peaks closer to 5 as we move through really Friday night and early Saturday morning. On Saturday, notice most of the high country stays really socked in with the clouds and the moisture. The track of this system just not favorable for lower terrain, measurable precipitation, really in any form. Will we get a few spillover rain showers out of some of these clouds across parts of western El Paso County, or if you're a little closer to the higher terrain, that is possible on Saturday and Saturday evening. But look at the front. You can actually see that deck of clouds moving across parts of the southeastern plains. That front will start to move through Saturday evening for us here in southern Colorado, which means Sunday is going to be a lot cooler. We'll still have some lingering moisture across parts of the central mountains early Sunday morning, and still a little bit of cloud cover as most of us wake up. It'll feel kind of a sleepy morning, a little bit dreary, and then by the afternoon we should start to clear out pretty nicely with some sunny skies and temperatures into the 50s for most locations. So we are going to be a little bit cooler for us there on Sunday. The winds kick up tomorrow between about 4 and 6 p.m. and then even more so on Saturday. We start to look for an increase in winds, but the peaks in the Sangre de Cristo certainly are going to stay elevated with those winds over the next 24 to 36 hours, which could yield some high fire danger in the region. So that's also something that we will continue to watch. So expect a warm and a breezy end to the week. And then the first part of the weekend will still be a bit breezy and warm. And then Sunday, much cooler. Look at tomorrow in the Wet Mountain Valley, 70 degrees. In West Cliff, 85 in Pueblo. These will be our warmest temperatures of the week thus far. And that is because that trough is so close. It's kicking up our winds out of the west-southwest and just really pumping in the heat for us for tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon. Of course, Woodland Park, we're steady highs in the 60s for the next couple of days. Then we drop into the 40s and 50s for highs on Sunday across parts of the mountains, and then we're steady in the 50s as we move through the early part of the week next week. But it is looking like the track of this system, yes, it is going to more so give a good dose of rain and snow across the high country of the Rockies. Even though we all could use it, we certainly know the mountains are not in great shape, and they haven't been for quite some time in terms of those drought conditions. Canyon City, 82 for a high tomorrow. Increasing cloud cover, windy for us on Saturday, and then much cooler on Sunday. So if you're going to get out, maybe do a little leaf gazing, whatever you want to call it. You know, probably need to do that this weekend. We are near peak color for most locations. The wind is going to probably help to shed a lot of those leaves, especially across the high country.
All right, Mary, thanks. And if that didn't motivate you to get up to the high country, maybe this photo from John will. He sent us this outstanding shot for the KRDO Fall Colors Contest. He calls it Fire and Ice, ode to the seasons there. To enter your own photos and to vote on your favorites, or just to check out the collection, which is